Welcome back, young and old, to an epic episode of OK Boomer. I'm kidding, of course, but I just could not ignore this ridiculous shirt. I mean, it must be so distracting. You just be staring at my shirt instead of my face while I'm doing this review. It's such a distraction. Anyway, today we're looking at Death of a Bachelor, the 2016 Panic at the Disco album that kind of catapulted them into mainstream success. I'll say that. This was the album that kind of laid the groundwork. It's almost like comparing Vessel to Blurryface. Like, Vessel did give 21 Pilots a big fan base, but they didn't really get on pop radio until the next record. This is kind of like that. Like, this was a huge album in alternative with some crossover. I even heard the song Victorious on the Disney Channel radio. And all of the songs, I mean, the album is huge. Like, just like Pray for the Wicked, the songs on this thing are big. Like, really popular and well-made. And, I mean, well, I shouldn't say well-made. We're not getting into the criticisms yet. But these songs are very popular and successful. This album is, you know, it's a big album. But at the same time, just like Pray for the Wicked, it's not. It only has 11 tracks and only one song is over 4 minutes long, and that's Golden Days. Enough prelude, let's talk about this music. Death of a Bachelor is a party record. And I dare say it's not just a party record, it's the party record. It's the most rambunctious, loud, in-your-face, all of the overproduction of Pray for the Wicked, but somehow it's not as overproduced as Pray for the Wicked, but it's like that kind of bombast and insanity, but like on 9 tracks, because there's 2 slower ones. There's 2 Frank Sinatra styled ones, Death of a Bachelor and Impossible Year. They're both really great songs. Impossible Year is one of my all-time favorite Panic at the Disco tracks. Probably the best song on the album. But these party tracks, man, a lot of them are bangers. The way Victorious starts, it may come across a little bit cheesy with the gang vocals, like the gang female vocals. Tonight we are victorious, champagne pour, and it's kind of annoying. But then you get to, then like 5 seconds after that, the song just explodes in your face, and that kind of explosive energy is just on like a lot of these tracks. Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time is a song that stands out not just for the music, but and that, you know, that great I can't talk. It doesn't just have a great chorus, but like the lyrical content of Panic at the Disco, this really, a lot of times, very ridiculous and over the top. It just works so well for this album that's basically the biggest, most insane bachelor party ever, from like a super rich guy doing it. And, you know, champagne, cocaine, gasoline, and most things in between are the things, you know, at this party. And they're dressing in drag, and all this crazy stuff is going on just in the lyrical content. And then where the title for the song comes up, someone says, "You'll end up in a drain pipe. You'll fall asleep in a drain pipe." And he says, Bredon Urie says, "Don't threaten me with a good time." Hallelujah has some religious influence in the lyrics. It's kind of sacrilegious, kind of like stuff that he did on Pray for the Wicked. He has some sacrilegious stuff. So lyrically, you know, as a Christian, I don't like that a whole lot. But musically, this song is excellent. The use of the background vocals and the other voices and everything, and the hook and the whole vibe of the song is really great. It's really addictive. You gotta come back to this one. Emperor's New Clothes is also a good track. It's a little bit on the shorter end, it's a little bit on the weirder end, and if you watch the music videos, there's kind of this supernatural horror element going on, and this song plays that off the best, I would say. It plays off the kind of spooky vibes of the thing, with some great lines in the chorus and some interesting lyrics, and it's a good song. Crazy Equals Genius and LA Devotee are just so high energy, it's hard not to like these tracks. The verses and the music during the verses of Golden Days is a little bit awkward. It sounds a little bit awkward. But then you get to that hook, and it is fantastic. It's such a bombastic, amazing, super well executed, just glorious earworm of a hook, man. Like, wow. The song is worth it. The first verse, which can sound a little bit mediocre, is just absolutely worth it for that amazing hook. The Good, the Bad, and the Dirty is easily one of the weakest tracks on the album. It's probably my least favorite. It just, musically, there's just not enough going on this song to really make it stand out. It doesn't have one of these amazing hooks like the rest of these, and the lyrical content is just kind of alright. It doesn't work as well as the lyrical content on some of the other ones. Even, you know, even the straightforward lyrical content on some of them works effectively, like in Victorious, which is just a party song, just very blatantly, you know, there's no subtlety to it, but it works. And this one just doesn't work as well. But it's followed by one of the best songs on the album, House of Memories, a super convicting song that actually has some interesting, more deep lyrical content. Like, there's some depth to these lyrics and some nuance and some history behind these words that he's singing, that Bredon Urie is singing. And musically, it's great, really great from start to finish. It's a great track. Death of a Bachelor is almost all killer, no filler, at least on a musical perspective. And I guess you could criticize the lyrical content and say a lot of it is very shallow and just kind of random, but the shallowness and the randomness absolutely works when you're just going for this wild party album, which is what this is. And it just works. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to give it 4 stars out of 5. Thanks for watching the video. What do you think of this album? What do you think of Panic at the Disco? A lot of people hate him, because it's just one guy now, and a lot of people love him. A lot of people love Bredon Urie. He's got a lot of very loyal fans, and I'm someone who used to be kind of a big fan until Pray for the Wicked. They kind of dropped off in my mind. I'm just like, I don't like their really old stuff, and I don't like their really new stuff. But I think they're, they've made some good music. We're going to talk about Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.